Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Sustainable Laboratory. Last episode, we were getting this built. It's now up and fully operational. I accidentally made some pipes out of insulated pipe. Doesn't matter. It looks kind of complicated, so we'll go over it. Each one of these bridges is forcing the air towards the suit docks first. Then it bypasses and heads somewhere else. So each pair of gas pumps is responsible for the top of one set of docks. The bottom half is run by the bottom electrolyzer setup. Extra oxygen is then pumped down to pressurize the base, and the rest goes up and outside. I've got plenty of water with all this ice, so I'm now on maximum hydrogen production. If I bypassed these, so they'd go outside as well, then I'd be able to run 6 kilos, but this one doesn't run all the time. So I'm mostly just running 4 kilos of water a second. This salt water has been pumping out for quite some time, and I totally forgot about this volcano. So I'm now starting to build that so I can put in a petroleum boiler. But before I decide how to design it, I need to see what this geyser is. So I've got guys coming down for that. Down here, we're slowly starting to dig across to let this flow. I keep trying to put in a bottle or a pitcher pump so that I can siphon off this petroleum. The problem is it's too hot down here. I mean, it's still 98 degrees just in the air. So I'm actually waiting for my cooling loop to slowly cool down the rest of the place, which it slowly is. I turned the temperature down in here. This range seems good where I'm not maxing out the steam generators, but I'm doing enough. And then I occasionally turn off the steel production just because of the amount of heat. I'm actually overheating the refinery. And right now I've got enough steel that I can start getting up into space. Unpermitted food. Oh, right. I turned them off of barbecue because I had a bunch of meal ice left I wanted them to eat. Okay. And I was also giving time for the ranches to catch up. This room now has tons of eggs. With that many in there popping, I should be fine on barbecue. But now let's get up to the top of the map. I eventually want to put in a jet suit dock, but I want to dig around this glacier and then just core it out of there and stop the meteors from hitting it. So that is today's project. Get up to space, figure out what the heck's going on up there. I should have plenty of iron ore around here. Just want to make a fire pole while I'm in there. And we have a printable. More ranching, more operating. I don't think I need another researcher digger. I've got plenty of researcher diggers. When you are ranching and digging, you just can't build. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Liam, welcome to the party. Is that my 16th dupe? Yes. So let's add the next 4 schedules. There are plenty of parts of this game where I wish there was copy-paste, especially for suit docks. Once I get the petroleum boiler going, then I'll make jet suits because they allow building in space to be so much easier. Actually gonna dig this down a bit. Oil? Liquid carbon dioxide. That way, in case anything does fall, it doesn't block them from the door. Yeah, see, that's starting to melt. I mean, it's cold. Oh, yeah, you can see where other polluted water has melted and just gone out into space. Who's idle? Oh, you are locked. Because it just fell below temperature. Alright, one thing I noticed down here is when they do that, they drop a bottle into the magma. And it just stays there. What are you? Infection polluted oxygen. Okay, a vent I don't care about needing to get to, so I can continue with the volcano. Awesome. Alright, let me figure out how I'm gonna build this. Alright, so that's the basics of the design in. I'm trying to dig this down so all this water will dump out. I'm going to see if I can't run a steam turbine off of the other side. I'm debating whether or not to use that to boil the salt out of the salt water. I don't think so. I think just letting it run normally, produce a little bit of power, is kind of all I want. There we go. Now that water's getting out of the way. Ooh, surface breach. We finally got people up into space. Set a waypoint to come up here, and more glaciers. This is a glaciers in space base. Glacier with a salt spiral in the middle. Interesting. So my overall goal while we're waiting for dupes to do things is I want to build a big steel battery box so that way it can run hot. I'll put steam turbines on top of it to keep it cool with my aqua tuners for liquid oxygen. So that's kind of my goal for space. Just store up all of these solar and get through an entire map where I don't burn anything for power. And then I'm slowly getting the decor up. Actually, this I can. Free up some of this, put some more statues in there. I think my next dupe needs to be a decorator. I think I've only got one. Otherwise, the glossy Drecos and the regular Drecos are doing fine. They're getting sheared up. Alright, why is your stress so high? Is that the one that got caught? Hold on. Ren. Yeah, I think you got caught and you're already kind of maxed out. That's fine. Ooh, look! Super slow new dupes. I mean, he can still pick up 200 kilograms of magma, but he can't walk very fast. Alright, so let the dupes get caught up on this, and we can get the rest of this queued up. My poor new dupe didn't make it all the way home. I got a starvation warning, and I'm like, what? Who's starving? Like, oh right, the new dupe is slow in a suit. How much plastic do I have? I can start to upgrade this ladder. I know. Hold shift. I can't remember plastic. Okay, 150. For some reason I thought plastic was melting at 70 and I didn't want to build it all the way down. But 150 I should be good. Alright, that's all my plastic. Thought I had more than that, but fine. We got glossy Drecos, we will get more plastic. That'll just speed everyone up going down to make metal. How's the temperature down here? Yeah, holding steady at around 66 in the pipe. I think I can start making steel again. I'm gonna need it. And then this construction's coming along. We need a very small amount of oil. Ooh, very important, we also need you to have a pipe and power. Good. That is perfect. Thank you, Sticky, for bringing the smallest amount of oil possible. Problem with building these compressive storages is storage high? Storage? Anyway, the issue with building these is you gotta build it one piece at a time or guaranteed your dupe will build themselves into it. They are just so good at it. But otherwise, I'm just about done with this, and then it'll be time to seal it up and put in a bunch of gas pumps and wait, because pumping all the gas out takes a long time. Probably should put in some storage. Let's just do that right here. Dig out that. That way I can sweep all that stuff into there real quick. Alright, let them get some cleanup, kill the Drecos that are in here, and then we'll be ready to seal it up. Alright, got that sealed in, and now I'm getting power over to there by running the main power spine over. And part of the reason for that is once this gets up and stabilized, I'll reverse that transformer and put excess power onto the grid. Toss a couple batteries down there, but still gotta get some power wires in. Unfortunately, the volcano's active. I'd love to collect that magma, but it is not worth risking it until I get the air out of there. Okay, I do have a knock gate in there. One of you should be open. Oh, you're locked. Now, oh, because I had a dupe stuck in there. So I changed what it was. I wonder if just doing this will flip it. Yes, there we go, perfect. You above 30. Oh, I left some debris there. That'll be fine. And this I'm going to leave open because nothing should touch it once I make this a vacuum. You turn on once you're above 25. Alright, now I'm just waiting on power and a whole lot of pumping. How are we looking up at the top? Yeah, we're starting to dig up that way. Oh, I've still got 13 tons of gold there. I'm not sure how much of a decor buff building that out of gold is versus lead, but every little bit helps, I suppose. Alright, let's let them build this and get to pumping. Alright, we are pumping. Once this gets down to a vacuum, then I start cycling this and it'll actually pull the air out of here pretty quick. That should already be a vacuum, and then we'll do the same thing here. I'm just doing self-cooling with this steam turbine because I don't think it's going to run all that much. But it's also going to help keep that cool whenever that has to run. And this is just an easy way of making this room into a vacuum. Put a door with some automation on it, seal it up, automation opens the door, pumps out all the gas. Boom, done. I mean, you lose the door because the door has to stay in there, but who cares? A little bit of iron ore ain't gonna kill me. What did I set this to? Maybe like 30 seconds. Actually, what I can do, since I still have access up to here, I can actually take out that block. No. Thinking about how to take out a couple of these sections. Yeah. And I'll just have to build these back in. It'll just make my life easier if I pull out this block and that block. I think they fixed it where debris on top of insulated tile doesn't transmit as much heat, but for a while that was actually a really big problem. Now if I do that, perfect. Now I can pump everything out faster. No, you do not need to be running right now. I'll let them finish this up. We'll see how the pumping's going. Well, as is always the case, Dupes dumped all the regolith down and now can't figure out how to dig back down to the door. I just got the alert that they were idle, and of course this is what I found. But it also means I'm now up to almost the top of space. Let's make this a high priority because I want to get some protection up there as soon as possible. That's just a pretty color gradation. Yeah, my metal refinery is still overheating down there. Okay, how far down? Like, that's got to be the top by now, right? Like, that is... I guess that was kind of a low spot. This glacier throws me off. I mean, that's really tall space biome. There it is. Okay. I'm like, I gotta be just about there. That'll be enough to start with. Just so I don't have meteors coming down this, and I can start to expand it once I explore a little bit. Yay, space! Alright, let's go see how the pumping's doing. Oh, you are down to a vacuum. So in this case, we just close that. That now stays a vacuum. I could just leave all that there, or if you want resources back, you could deconstruct all this, put in some insulated tile, and it's good to go. How are these guys doing? Turned one of these off because this was so low pressure, no point in wasting the power. Alright, they are grabbing all sorts of random stuff. Let's flip this once. I should let a little bit more of this air pressure up into that side. Now I'm down to like just that random gases that are always tough for pumps to deal with. Oh, it didn't need to be obsidian, but that's fine. And then I'm just going to pump some salt water in there. I don't want to use polluted water because polluted water turns to dirt, turns to sand, and you routinely get like the solid block of sand that just messes with everything. So yeah, pumping is just about done. And we're up to space, and we have meteors. Because of course we do. And everything got hit. Because of course it did. One straight shot down the entire pipe. Building broken 50. Let's make that lower priority because I don't need to fix it. I just hate that building broken notification, but we do need to build this. Unfortunately, I've got to bring steel all the way from the bottom of the map. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to put some storage containers there and tell them to deliver steel to them. Alright, let's let them catch up. And it is always the case that just went dormant. Alright, no rush on doing this. We can open it up and analyze it. I mean, it was erupting just a couple cycles ago. I thought I'd passed its dormancy phase. Okay. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Alright, well I think we will call that good for an episode. I was hoping to maybe get an eruption out of that, but that's not going to happen. Oh, one last thing. Where are we at on the sustainability? Super sustainable. We need 10,000 more joules. We are just about there. Yeah, big old power spikes. Well, let's wait a second. We should get that achievement here in just a little bit. Go away. Go away. Alright, and how's this pumping? Okay, you're not doing a super bad mix of gases. And then they can come in and analyze that. I guess that igneous rock doesn't, or granite, doesn't matter too much. It's just gonna melt. If it was obsidian, I'd grab that. Alright, more ranchers. Trying to make sure everyone gets up into exosuits. Yeah. And it comes back down. You know what this probably just needs is some temp shift plates. Oh, I did say I want another decorator. Lindsay. Welcome to your night shift. Why are you hurt? There. Now hopefully that'll just grab more heat out of these. Insulated liquid pipe out of granite. Alright, and then that'll be the pump for the oil. Probably queue up some more glass. Alright. Yeah, it actually takes a long time to get this sustainable. So, anyway, I'll be getting that next episode. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.